Hello everyone, welcome to the class of Chinese language. My name is Muyang Li, and I'm going to give out this very first lecture. Lesson 1. Hello, are you American? 你好，你是美国人吗？ In this class, we're going to learn how to introduce ourselves, including some basic grammar knowledge. How to use 是 to construct a sentence, and how to use question particle 吗 to construct a yes or no question. But before we're going to move on to the new knowledge, I would like you to do some simple practice for recalling your memory about the rules of Chinese pronunciations. Okay, in this practice, you're going to choose the right combination of sound pronunciation based on what I'm going to say. Once you're ready, we're going to start. Please take out your notebook and your pen. Okay. We start from question A. Please select the right number. A. 我 B. 好 C. 美国 D. 您好 You should realize from question D, we need to not only to identify the different tongues, but also to identify between the different sound alphabets. So I will read the third time. 您好 Okay. E. 老师 F. 法国 G. 大学 Okay, let's check the answer together. Question A. The answer is number 3. 我 Question B. The answer is number 3 as well. 好 Question C. The answer is number 2. 美国 Okay. Oops. Going back to these slides. Question D. The answer is number 2. 您好. And if we look at number 1, we should, according to this sound particles, we should pronounce as 你好. Question E. The answer is number 1, 老师. And look at number 2, is 老四. Okay, please remember there is a difference between sound particle 师 and 思. So we got 师 for number 1, and we got 四, tongue going downwards. 四. Okay. So the answer is number 1. F. 法国. The answer is number 1. That one should be really obvious, because for the first word, in number 1 we got 法. Okay, it's the third tongue, and if we look at number 2 first word, 发, the tongue is flat, so it's the first tongue. And if we look at the second word in number 1, 歌屋国, whereas the second word in number 2 is 喝欧火. Okay. G. The answer is number 1 as well. 大学. 西约学. Sorry. 西约学. And if we look at number 2, the second word, it's 西也写. Okay, please read these 2 pronunciations with me. 西约学, 西也写. Okay, now we move on to the dialogue. In this dialogue, we're going to meet Lily and David, as well as their teacher Wang. Okay. Lily says 你好, hello to David. And David, 大卫, says 你好. Lily says, I'm Lily. 我是 Lily. Here, teacher Wang 老师 comes out, 你好. David says to teacher Wang, 您好. Teacher Wang 老师 ask, Are you American? 你是美国人吗? David 大卫 reply, 不，我不是美国人. No, I'm not American. 我是加拿大人. I'm Canadian. Okay, At this moment, please pay attention to the sound practical first. So we're going to read this dialogue together. Lily, 你好。大卫，你好。丽丽，我是丽丽。王老师，你好。大卫 says 您好。王老师，你是美国人吗？大卫 says 不，我不是美国人，我是加拿大人。Okay. After read this dialogue, we're going to move on to the vocabularies. We're going to... Okay, so for this, how many words we gonna have? So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Okay, now you can see. Oops. Oh my god. Oh shit. Cause I can't move this little system. Size just makes things more difficult. Okay. Now I will read these words and explain the meaning of these words as well. First one we got 你, meaning you. Okay. And I will show you the ways to write it. If you can, if this one is still working. Oh my god. Okay. So we write it from left to right. And let's move on to the second word. 好, meaning good. And 你好 comes together is hello. It's like, are you good? Hello. Just makes it easier for you guys to remember. And I will show you the way to write 好. Okay. So we write it from left to right as well. And please notice this strike is like, it goes like this. Goes downwards like, and then kind of goes back. And this strike we write it really heavy when we start this stroke, and when it comes to the end, it's going to be lighter, like sharper and sharper. So it's kind of, yeah. We don't write it as heavy as it goes to the end. Alright. And for the third word, 我. This word is a bit complicated to write. 我 meaning I or me. Okay, and by the way, this one is like little dot. It shows bigger on this, like bigger, like it appears somehow like a strike in this bigger character, but it's only kind of a small dot. And the fourth word, 是, is B. It's like M is R in English sentence. We're going to explain this word later and how to explain how to use it as well. You don't have to follow the way they write it, this one goes first and that one goes second. Just as long as you make everything right, it's okay to write, for example, if you want to write that thing first and that thing the second, is still okay. Just find the easiest way to write it for you. And we're going back. Okay, we got 老师. It's a combination word for teacher. Firstly, we're going to see how to write the word 老.
老.
If the word 老 appears independently as adjective, it means we're old. And as we see, if 老 appears together with the word 师. It altogether it means teacher. Nin means you as well, but when we addressing other people as nin, that means we addressing them in a more respectful way. And we're going to explain when to use ni and when to use nin later in the class as well. Here we just focus on the way to write it. Just makes it easier for you to remember. Okay, we can see this practical is like ni, and we got that xin practical means heart. If we see this practical appears independently as a word, then it means literally heart. So it's like you humble the person you mentioned about. Okay. 人 is probably the easiest word to write in this class. Means person or people as well. Question particle ma. It appears in the end of sentence.
Ma.
If we see ma, it demonstrates like that sentence is a question, and it's a yes or no question. And the last one, 不 means no. When we want to change a positive sentence into a negative sentence, we add 不 within the sentence. Okay. Now those are the vocabulary you have to remember the way to write it, and of course remember the meaning of these words as well. And for those vocabulary, like supplementary vocabulary, you need to know the meaning of those words, but just for this moment, you don't have to remember the ways to write those words. So we just quickly go through this. 他 means he or him. 她 means she or her. 学生 means student. 汉语 means Chinese language. 语 word means language. So if it's English language, we change the word 汉 into 英语. Okay. So if we see language, like something language, it must mean something related with language. 谁和谁 who and whom. The word 谁 is in like officially this word should be pronounced as 水, but actually when it comes to daily conversation, Chinese people tended to use the pronunciation 谁 instead of 水. 水 is more often used as in really formal occasions. Okay, but the meaning is the same. Well, it doesn't matter which way of pronunciation you choose to pronounce this word. The meaning is all the same. It means who or whom. 哪 means where, which, how. We can use 哪里 to addressing where, 哪些 to addressing which. 哪样 to addressing how. At this point, we are not going to go into too deep with the ways to use 哪. 叫 means to call or to yell. 名字 it appears in the dialogue as well. Name. Lily. Okay, it's a girl's given name. It is translated from Lily. 大卫 is translated from David. 王 okay, it's a common family name in China. 美国 America. The word 国 means country or nation. Okay, so 美国 in its direct meaning means American nation. Okay. 加拿大. We should be careful when we mention about 加拿大, it means Canada. It's a name of a nation, but we don't add the word 国 after 加拿大, because 加拿大 is itself is a three words combined together. And if we add a 国, it just make it hard to pronounce and hard to write. So for Canada, we don't have 国 in the end. 英国 means British, 法国 France, 中国 China. Okay, we're going to have a little break. I will see you in another 5 minutes on. Okay, make it 10 minutes.